Hey, hey, what is up, everybody? Thanks for coming out. Looking like we got some people here. Can you hear me knocking on your window? Can you hear me knocking on your door? All right, can you hear me knocking? We live, people. Thank you for coming, man. Great to have you. Joe Masters, Last Dance. Georgie, what's up, buddy? Fat Belly. Thanks, Fat Belly. The audio is probably not working. And he's telling me that it is. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, Last Dance. What's up, man? Great to see you. Total Nutter. Joe Master, Last Dance. Graham, I don't know, dude. Graham, who knows? Oh, Richie Allen. It'd be great to see that guy show up, huh? Probably not in a million years. Ghost Adventures, yeah. What's up with that guy on Ghost Adventures? I don't know. Something's a little off, but whatever. 7:35, kind of an odd start. Figured I'd give myself an extra 5 minutos on the old Tuesday. Hour and 35, I guess, from the normal Saturday, but whatever. Thanks, David. Yeah, I know my voice sucks, so I should play more. Hey, what's up, Graham? He is here. Cool, man. What's up, Mr. Kill C1? Hey, Alan. It's good. What do we got here? Looking at Pinellas County right now, 50-48 in Florida. Biden is up. Biden is up in a couple of counties in Florida, but the majority of them he is not. So it's a big state right there for the candidates to win. Trump wins Florida, he's got a chance at it. So Biden boy Booth, haha. No, stick around. We love him. No one's a victor yet. We're still way behind on this one, dude. It's like slow as anything. I've got a little live stream going over here. I'm trying to kind of keep up with it. Aphid lip. I don't know. He's not angry though. He's pretty chill. Hey, yeah, he is pretty chill, isn't he? He sure is. What's up, man? You there, Aphid?
Hey, can you hear me? I got Bluetooth headphones on this week.
I can hear you. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Doing, man?
Hello?
Yep. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Good, man. How you doing?
I'm good.
You're a little broken up. Let me see if I'm on the right Wi-Fi down here. So what's happening, man? You excited? You ready for this?
I don't know. No, but it's crazy. I'm ready for something, you know. I guess ready for change. Sure, you are certainly, right?
I hope we're getting another 4 years of the Trumpster, man.
Do you?
All right. I'm gonna hang up here and call you right back. Hold on.
All right. See ya. It's gonna hang up. Hopefully, I'm coming through clearer than he was. Yeah, Alan. Hillary is nowhere to be seen. Who knows what is up with her? Yeah, he sounds like he's been crying. What do we got here? Yeah, Trump is doing very well in Florida. It's tough to pick what station I want to watch because, of course, this is ABC, so they're going to be slightly Democratic, but Fox rolls the other way. So I just want to get an accurate place to transfer the news over. Hey, Manzi Munster, what's up, dude? Good to see you. Hey, buddy. All right, here we go. We got someone else coming on. Cypher, what's up?
It's going good. Excited.
Yeah.
You hear me?
Really? Oh, yeah. You're nice and clear. Can you hear me?
Good. Yeah. Great.
Cool, man. Great. Good.
Yeah. Exciting night. Win or lose, it's exciting. It's fun.
It is.
Gotta
I
go.
don't think we're going to get the answers like we usually do around 11
All is well.
o'clock or midnight. You
Yeah,
know,
we can hear you.
is there a delay?
It's me. I'll shut one off. There you go.
Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah, I had.
What do you think, Cypher? Do you think we're going to get an answer before midnight?
It's possible on the conservative side. It's possible. I would weigh my bet that way. I was gonna bet aphid lip on Saturday, but you had other things to do, and I understand. But I was all set to bet $20 that Trump would win. But it's unlikely that we'll get it. But if we do, I think it'll go to the conservative side. Both sides are saying that they're gonna release the legal armies, regardless of what happens. So I mean, barring the only what do they call it? Wave that I would see would be on the conservative side. I could see a win on the Democrat side, but not a wave.
A wave.
So a total wave.
Hey, there's Aphid back.
Hey, Aphid.
Yeah, I think I got a better connection now.
Yeah, it is.
All right, good. Sounds good. Good.
I thought the camera back this time, so maybe we can get some stuff going on these screens and follow, state to state. And I really want to, get some visuals going with the polls.
You'll catch me looking off to my left over and over again because I've got. I'm going to stick with Fox Business, not the regular Fox, but the business, channel on Fox, and that's where I'll be on as I follow everything. I might surf around a little bit. I've got a couple other channels. But what are you on, Steve? Just the internet or
ABC? I was on ABC. I'm switching over to Fox, but
yeah.
There's so many fucking commercials, excuse my language, that it's hard to settle on one,
Yeah, it's true. Well, I've got the volume way down one way or the other, They're all loud and obnoxious.
Yeah. It'd be awesome if there was just a place you could get just information without all the bullshit,
Yeah. I don't know if C-SPAN's running or not. Let me check C-SPAN,
Sure.
on the or scroll down. Yeah, Road to the White House, C-SPAN 3 is running. Looks like. Let's see if it's alive. No, they've got a President Kennedy tape of some sort running right now. So that's something else. Oh well.
Yeah, Blind Fury here says USA is more right than left.
Well, we're not the EU or the UK, that's for sure.
Aphid?
I think the will of the people is gonna, because I think there's never been a turnout. So we're gonna see after tonight, who really has the lead in this country and which way we're leaning. Because
biggest turnout in history. Aphid Lip. It looks like it is. I mean, there's like 100 million, right at 100 million before the polls ever opened this morning. So, and what was it last time? About 126, 127? I think, Trump had 62 million and he didn't win the popular vote. So somewhere in the 125, between 125 and 130. So, I mean, I know that we're going to get more than 30 million voting, today. So
it's exciting.
It's cool. Yes, exciting. It is. It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, here, let's answer this question briefly. I don't know, Joe Masters, but I hope Biscuit is okay, man. That's all I can say about that.
He was complaining
nobody's heard anything about from, huh?
Yeah, he wasn't able to walk more than 5 minutes or so, he said, without excruciating pain. And hell, I was drinking too much, and I had my ankles, starting to swell. I don't know if any of you guys or on the sidebar you trolled, any of you guys know that either. But yeah, older, drinkers, you start getting the type 2 diabetes symptoms and swelling and water retention in the extremities as part of it. So yeah, I've had to be careful. I'm having wine tonight, but I didn't drink for about 5 days, so I got my ankles back, so to speak. Could see the bones in my ankles again, thank God. But I tell you, one small bottle of wine, and then my left ankle puffed right up again. It's like, oh shit, I'm gonna have to after tonight. I'll lay back off and get with the program again.
Yeah, flush the system.
Yeah. Wish you could have all the bad habits without the the bad biological results.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe, we all think he's a good guy, and I am worried too. So, hey, look, it's Biscuit Vapes. Oh, shit, he's back.
Good
job,
there
he
is.
All right, dude.
Tell us what's up, Biscuit.
People are getting worried. Good to see him.
I had no doubt. He looks fit as a fiddle to me.
Yeah.
Well,
so
maybe he'll grace us with his presence.
they're throwing up a lot of juicy statistics, that are just, enticing. It's like, oh, he's going good. Oh no, he's down 30 now. Oh yeah, he's going good. State by state, and like you said, you can even count it down to the counties. You're looking at Pinellas County. I think they were saying Pinellas was one of the counties that typically goes blue. So we'll see what goes on.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What do you think about the Electoral College, Cypher? Do you think they should get rid of it?
No, absolutely needs to stay in place. And I think it actually needs not only does it need, I think I think it's majority in the House, 2/3 of the Senate, and 3/5 of the states have to ratify that, and I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, regardless of what anybody wants, I just don't see that happening. It's such an institution that spreads out power appropriately. I mean, when you concentrate it, I think the fact pattern is that Los Angeles County has more population than all but 11 of the states, and you can't give a geographical area that's maybe 100 by 100 square miles more power, in terms of the vote than all of the rest of the United States, except for, 10 or 11 states. It's just not feasible to do that and call it a democracy. It's not. At that point, you're talking about, all that you have to do is just, you get into domains and realms where a kingdom can say, come to us, and then they control, their voters with, total propaganda, and they vote block, total block voting, as one, and then it's, you no longer have a nation. You have a fiefdom. You have the rest of the nation being run by a tiny geographical area. So I don't think it'll ever happen, and I don't want it to happen. Electoral College, I believe, is a historical American institution that needs to stay. Good question.
Aphid Lip, what do you think about it?
Well, how else are you gonna tamp down those those less fortunate and minorities? If you don't got that Electoral College in place. I mean,
oh, that's cheap.
What? I mean, come on.
Not camping down minorities.
We're all friends here, right?
Yeah, well, we are. I mean, but you keep bringing up my
pissing
in the shrubs.
We gotta keep those other minority votes down.
That's not what it does.
Well, I mean, so I look at it this way: if it was a one vote per person for the entire country, then you would literally have a popular vote. The most popular person would win. Is that correct, Cypher, or not?
Well, if federal money's being, channeled off to populations based on population base, then they're getting a huge inordinate amount of the money, and they're voting in a way that's not necessarily, in the best interest of the rest of the country. I mean, they're voting their interest. And that interest is a very small, he's talking, like He's climbing around. Be careful over there, Aphid Lip.
I'm going to just say one more. The other side of the way I think about it before I bring in our new guest here is that if you have the state of California and 51% vote for one person, that entire state goes in that direction. That's all of the Electoral College votes, which is always Democratic.
Well, yes.
So it doesn't necessarily always benefit the Republicans or the Democrats, but in the long run, it would benefit liberals more, I would think, if it wasn't there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it can be debated endlessly, but it's all moot. I don't think it'll ever happen.
No, I agree.
Although, I mean, I guess hell, if the Democrats were able to put it, to pull majorities in the in the legislative and the administrative branches, hell, I mean, they could at least put it up for ratification, but I still don't think that 3/5 of the states would ratify it.
I think it need to have more of a
debate.
Hey,
There it is,
guys.
Dr. Booth.
Where's my mic? Where's my mic gone?
Graham's got no hair.
Wait.
Are you
hear me?
completely bald?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
How? My mic is gone. What the fuck? She's been tidying again. Wait 1 second. Oh, it'll be the webcam mic, won't it?
Well, it sounds good. I mean, you
Oh,
got good sound. Not bad at all.
How's it going, guys? Hey,
Nice
did you
hat.
see Cocaine Mitch just got confirmed? He's going to be back.
With his little top head going, you people are a disgrace.
He's going to be back. What is it? How long do they get? Is it 5 years or 4 years?
Is it what? How the Senate?
Mitch McConnell?
Yeah, the Senate. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
They called it already?
Yeah, I just seen it then.
yeah.
It's gone
Well, that's
now,
good.
though.
what
Fake
state
news.
is he in?
What?
Oh wait,
I don't even
he's
know.
like
I don't
he's
know what
like
state he's
he's like 5 or 6 hours ahead of us, so he's gonna know the results before we do.
Oh, yeah. That's why I put this one on there. Yeah, we already know how it
Brilliant.
is. Good, man. Freedom's been saved. Well done.
Good one, Aphid Lip.
Yeah.
You know, I was talking to Aiden about this yesterday, man, and like there's positives and benefits to both of them and whatever. But if Biden does win this election, then completely outside of his politics and his perspective and all that shit, right? I'd be really worried for the how do I put it? I'd be really worried for the precedent of the levels of propaganda and interference by social media. Like if all the stuff that's been going on with Facebook and Twitter blocking groups and blocking people, and then Biden wins, that's like for me that's like a really dangerous path to be walking along of like Google and Twitter thinking, well, it's fine that we do this. We got away with it, It really scares me that.
Really? Yeah.
Regardless of whether you support him or not,
Right.
Where's my?
I'm still getting over the fact that Twitter banned me for 7 days for, what was it? Copernic went full retard. You never go full retard. 7
Really?
days of muting for that. Yeah. Can you believe that? That's from a famous movie, even, and they got me.
Social media is dying though. Dude, though, wait, what have we got so far? Currently, Real Clear Politics are calling it, it's basically 50-50. They've got it 49.2 for Biden, 49.8 for Trump.
Yeah.
It could literally go either way. It's so weird how you guys start like calling states, though, so quickly.
Yeah.
Well, when they see there's no path for the other person to win.
It's crazy.
They're going to try more like that this year because it's going to be.
We're not allowed to do that here. Like the polls close at 10 p.m. Obviously, there's only one time zone, so it's like no news outlet is allowed to even discuss the fact that the only thing we talk about is dogs at election hours. People they tie their dog up outside. They'll go look at that's all we talk about all day. It's like look at the dogs.
Oh, you mean dogs?
So there's none of this shit. It's good though. It's exciting. What are you guys feeling? How do you think it's going to go?
I'm saying it's going to go Trump, but that's just partisan talk.
I think my PayPal account's gonna be $20 fuller by the end of the night.
That's why I'm here, man, to remind you guys. Don't forget you owe me money.
Oh yeah.
I didn't forget.
Right now we have Kentucky has gone to Trump, Virginia and Vermont have gone to Biden, and West Virginia is gone to Trump. So
Indiana's looking real good for Trump.
Indiana.
That's the weird one for me though, because Virginia right now is 50%, 57% Trump, and yet they've called it for Biden. That's really confusing for me. I mean, I understand there's going to be certain districts based on the polls and such, but how can you call it at 57%? That's crazy to me.
yeah,
it doesn't make any sense, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Who's calling it? What are you watching?
I've got Real Clear Politics up here.
I mean, I know what they base it on. They base it on like the bigger cities, the bigger areas. You know, usually percentage-wise go to, and they're not in yet because the smaller counties are quicker to count up their votes. And, those bigger ones take a while.
They can take the total amount of votes that have been counted both ways. Then they can take the people that haven't been counted but they know have voted and put a percentage onto what's likely to happen. If there's 25% that haven't been counted, and they could say the guy's 12% ahead, it would be mathematically difficult for him to make up that amount in the remaining 25% that haven't been counted. So it's a statistics thing, you know.
Right. Well, it says here that Virginia's only done 33% so far. A third has reported, and they've called it for Biden. With only 40% of the vote.
It's just saying Northern Virginia is very dense and very liberal, which is that gets up close to the closer you get to Washington, the more liberal all of the states surrounding it are. Because they commute in and they're all government employees.
I believe that's what they call the Beltway, right?
Yeah, I think
where we had
Pretty
that
much.
sniper a few years back, John Lee Malvo, and
that guy was awesome.
Yeah, awesome.
You're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
He shot out of a little hole in the back of the trunk of a car.
He was a sniper, a military sniper.
Yeah,
went crazy, totally.
But he had Charlie Manson, like a 17-year-old kid, to do all the shooting. John Lee Malvo was like
they shared.
He was the driver.
They shared shooting.
It was like his son or stepson or something. I don't know.
Yeah. He was. The wife didn't do many favors for the boy. Malvo groomed him, and I think I just watched that. Who is it? The guy who makes the wonderful creeped out videos. Shit, I'm having a senior moment. He's been around for a while, but anyway, I just watched something on Malvo and that sniper guy, and he was making a lover out of him as well. He was having sex with the kid.
Oh, was he? He was grooming him for the
nasty bastard.
Shoot.
That too. Yeah, nasty.
The Lee Malvo dude.
Yeah. Malvo was taking it. Unfortunately. Yeah,
well,
I mean, you can fact check me. Anybody on the sidebar can fact check that, but pretty sure that's right. Dead Bug. That's who I'm thinking of. Dead Bug. Yeah,
Dead Bug. That guy made some great videos.
Yeah. I think he just made one on the Beltway sniper.
All right. Speaking of Dead Bug, we've got a live bug, and he's a big bug. Biscuit.
All right, Biscuit Bates.
How's it going, man?
You got your reset. You got the reset pretty well made there, Biscuit?
Yeah, all it was is that I was just getting sick of waking up and being absolutely tired all the time. So I just went to bed early for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I
did about a 5-day sober reset, and I'm having wine tonight, and I'm getting a real nice buzz since I've had the sobriety days. So it's sort of nice to have some energy to have a nice buzz with instead of being exhausted.
I went to bed about 8 o'clock, and then I just woke up just so I can talk to you guys.
Cool. Well, good. Good to see you. We've been asking after you.
I know.
Good to see you.
I've been watching shows.
Oh, good to see you.
Oh, sorry, that's really rude. I didn't realize my audio was on.
I've been noticing.
Graham, what do you think your chances are of winning the bet?
I'm confident, man.
Honestly,
I
Stance-
don't have a Joe hat waiting just in case.
What does that one say? What does that other one say?
I definitely don't have a Joe hat just in case.
that hat probably cost you at least $20. You should have saved it.
No, it's a shitty rip-off one. Don't worry, I didn't actually support the campaign.
Funny.
J.O.
Jojo.
Hey,
Jojo 2020.
Yeah, my daughter really likes it because I keep saying JoJo to her. You know, like the anime, and because the E's kind of shit on it. The E's.
Oh yeah, you can see it there.
So she's always going JoJo. Nani. She loves her anime. She really does.
I couldn't even see the E.
that's the point. What
Jojo and the camel toe.
do you know on the Joe Biden placards? Why is the E always red? Is it to accentuate bid and then add an E, makes him an old biddy?
I don't know.
Don't know.
We've got now we've got 22 for Trump, 16 for Biden. With real clear politics, they've got it at 50.4 for Trump and 48 for Biden.
They just put the latest numbers up, and Biden's got 91 electoral votes, and Trump has 56 electoral votes.
Oh shit! Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. I'm not.
But it doesn't seem like anything out of the ordinary. It seems like pretty much everything's done.
I'm seeing 91-56 over here.
Yeah, I can see that on the TV.
Yeah, 91-56.
What's the chances that the electoral votes are fully counted today?
I don't think it's going to be necessary. I think Joe's going to get enough where it's not going to matter.
That 91, that's poll.
I feel sorry for you guys. I know how it must feel, so I really feel sorry for you guys.
Yeah,
I'll
have to.
Biden winning is the fact that Trump's the only one who wants to make a deal with UK, isn't he?
I'll definitely have to go low profile on Live Leak for a while if I lose.
Oh yeah, I mean, in terms of the UK,
I've been scuffling big time over there.
in terms of the UK and Brexit, I mean, Biden and Pelosi have both said, like, you know, they're kind of on the side of Europe with all this. So
saying "fuck you, UK."
Yeah, I want Trump. I want Trump to humiliate Germany and humiliate France by giving us a phenomenal deal. Like, of course I do.
Yeah.
Trump,
Yeah.
in terms of not just the UK, but in my opinion, the rest of the world, Trump's the better pick. I mean, we've got, obviously, me personally, we'd get an amazing trade deal out of him, but all these fucking peace deals and non-aggression pacts being signed in the Middle East, that's fantastic for me. I love it.
82% in on Florida, and Trump's got Biden by less than a percentage point.
Oh damn! Florida's going to be a
Oh,
tight one.
that's going to be rough because those
That is
big ones
tight.
are going to come in.
That is, and there's a lot. I think that all absentee ballots in Florida have to be counted today. I don't think they have I think they're the rules from state to state are different. And of course, that's a big deal. Pennsylvania's got. Go ahead.
I read that Florida were doing the absentees first.
Yeah.
Because and there was a bit of a Biden bump at the start because of that. But I don't know. It's really hard to keep on top of because you guys have got different rules in all different places and shit.
Yeah, the different states all different.
Most of
By the
will be for Biden, though, won't they?
Say again.
Most of the mail-in votes will be for Biden, won't they?
Well, it depends on the state, man. It hasn't actually
A majority,
Yeah,
for the most part. Yeah.
Yeah, the majority, but
And then the early votes, though, not necessarily. Sorry, Graham, I interrupted.
I know you're all right. Well, I think if you include the early voting as well, I think it hasn't gone the way that it hasn't gone to the Democrats as much as people maybe assumed it was going to do. Oh my God, yeah, Florida is like
it's tight.
Tight. It looks like it's going to go to Trump, man. I mean, have we got the panhandle yet?
I mean, that's a lot. Probably not. They're one time zone over, so they they'll close. I don't think Florida will be all the way. I don't know. I'm yammering now. I'll be quiet.
Jesus, though, 4.8 million votes each. It's crazy.
Yeah. Interesting. I thought that Trump would take Florida a little bit more because of the Hispanics. The Cubans hate Biden, because of the socialist, bent, on Biden and Harris. Harris, who is more left than Bernie Sanders, amazing.
Yeah, I watched a video the other day of some Cubans. They really love Trump, man. Wow.
They do. Yeah.
Wow. But yeah, clearly, nice. Anything remotely communist, the Cubans are going to be like, "Fuck
Yeah.
you!" You know, they don't want that, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as you said, Kamala, or whatever the hell her name is,
Yeah.
I shouldn't say that. I already know her name. I mean, I'm just being wise.
Yeah.
That's a crazy one, man. Texas, leading in Texas. I mean, it's very, very early, isn't it? But it's crazy to think of Biden leading in Texas.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he is. He is.
I told you Texas was a blue state, Graham. You just didn't believe me.
Excuse me, I was the one that got mocked here for saying it was going to be an interesting race.
Not yet.
I got mocked.
It
I
isn't.
got mocked, and everyone went, "No, it's red. It's red. It's red."
I'll
it's
be
not red.
amazed if Texas goes blue. To
No,
be
Yeah.
man, I'm telling you right now, if everybody in Texas voted, it would be a blue state and has been for probably five to 10 years.
It's just a percentage problem.
if you get-
They
Get the
don't
law-
laws,
exactly.
the corridor. I
It's
mean,
just that the Mexicans said they don't think that their vote matters, so they don't go vote. You know, they have a terrible turnout.
See, you're making the Mexicans into monolithic vote. You know, which they don't block vote quite like the African.
I'm just talking
Americans do.
statistics, man. I'm not.
Yeah, that's
talking anything
fair
else.
enough. Fair enough.
Just being a bigot again, bringing the tone
Yeah.
of the stream down.
Yeah, that's right. He does that all the time.
Does that a lot,
He's
man.
such a bastard.
The amount of Sunday morning apologies I've had to
Just
put
kidding,
out.
man.
I got to be careful, actually.
I knew a kid real good and well in college, and
Oof.
he was a Texan, brown Texan of Mexican descent, and I remember him saying nobody had ever voted in his family. And, you know, cousins, none of them. They're all Americans, Texans, they're brown, but they just didn't vote. It wasn't what they were concerned with, you know? I think that culture, that's extremely common, sadly. But if that's the thing, just fucking vote. Just do it.
On other note, that's my new couch back there.
Oh, nice.
New couch. Yeah, it's nice. It is. It's the first good, nice big thing I bought for myself in 3-4 years.
I think this
I
putting,
was always buying shit for my ex-wife and her family. Buying stuff for myself.
I've got a brand new there and a new bike.
Biscuit,
What?
move the mic a bit closer to you, mate. We can't hear you. Sorry.
I'm on the thing. Hold on, I'll put the tripod up.
See, I'm not buying this 91 Biden thing yet. I mean, it might go that way, but they're including Nevada in that on 0%, just literally off like polls.
I don't see Nevada being included in 91.
Georgia's starting to go towards Trump. 11% in. He's got him by a little over 2 percentage points now.
Where's that?
Georgia. Just above Florida. Just above Florida. Atlanta.
See, that's the thing.
Atlanta,
Trump's
Georgia.
got to win all of those states to make it.
Yeah, just
Biden,
about
if he
all.
wins one of those, it's over.
I
Right.
don't know. Maybe.
Just so everybody knows, talking here and in the stream, the window is still wide open for the Aphid Lip booking. So if anybody else wants to join in and cram and donate into some new shoes for Aphid Lip,
Oh yeah, is it still open? Okay, 20.
Oh, yeah, it's wide open.
I'll slap 20 in there.
Is
I'll
that
take
better,
20
Graham?
with you.
Okay,
That,
20,
yeah, I
good.
can hear
20
you
it
there
is.
now, yeah.
Man, I'm gonna get me a nice big pizza with that 20.
PayPal. Hopefully you can use PayPal. That's how it's coming.
Yeah, I got PayPal.
Mine's getting spent straight on e-girls,
I'll
man.
enjoy receiving it.
All right.
Some random Twitch girl's going to go, oh, thanks, Graham. $40.
I'm good for it too. If I lose, I'm good for it. I'll give it to you. But you take it. You saw it. Offer and acceptance contract. I know my business.
It's recorded.
Oh my
It's been
God.
recorded. Unless somebody
Yes,
doxes himself.
That's right.
So Georgia's crazy right now. It is literally going red, blue like that as the votes are being counted. Literally, like flicking between the two.
All right, I'm going to bring in somebody who everybody loves, as long as she's good. She's cool.
All right, here she comes.
Hey, how are you?
Hi, you?
Hey,
Hello.
Anna.
Very well. Very well.
Okay. Go ahead, take a couple of shots at the United States and be done with it, and then we'll be happy.
Excuse me?
Go ahead and take a couple of shots at the United States and be done with it, and then we'll be happy.
Okay.
Okay.
Everything is going well, right? I
What?
think that Trump will win. Trump will win in any case.
Oh, okay.
I
Good.
hope.
Good. There we go. Good. She's backing me
I
up
got
here.
a few shots yesterday. I was in Vienna. I was 100 meters away from where it happened.
I got my flu shot about 2 weeks ago. Didn't hurt a
I got
bit.
mine.
I was a big boy about it.
I think you were
Yeah.
talking gunshots, right? Or
Yes,
flu-
I flew back. I was on a plane this morning.
What?
Came back to Germany. This morning I came back to Germany, but last night I was in Vienna in Austria.
Oh,
Yeah,
what shots? What kind of shots?
this terrorist attack in Vienna in Austria.
Oh, I thought you said
Yeah.
you had your flu shot.
No,
Was that the
No,
guy?
she won't get her flu shot. God,
The
Oh,
guy
okay.
who was dressed up in medieval? No, that was in Quebec. What am I thinking of? Vienna. There was.
I
some-
saw. Yeah, Lively had some video of that guy, didn't they?
Yes,
That
he
was a
was
horror show.
arrested
And you were close
arrested.
enough to hear the shots, huh?
100 meters.
God dang! I'm glad that you didn't get in the line of fire because he
Well,
wasn't.
I was
fooling around.
17 years in Austria, you know. I came to Germany later, so I know Austria very well, and I come here quite often.
Way back, but I don't know how long ago the Madrid, subway bombings were. But my brother and his wife, then wife, were there, and they missed that by about half a day. They were in the exact spot where the bombing took place, less than half a day before it took place. So the terrorists, people have stories related to terrorists that come up every now and then. They're spooky stories. I'm glad that you didn't get shot.
Right.
Not everyone is glad, but most are.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the US, you have weapons. It happens to defend yourself. Here, you have to run.
Yeah, in
Okay.
a lot of places when the mass shootings happen here, fucking cowboys don't come and running out of the woodwork with their guns. Usually, there's nobody around. It's like,
Yeah.
It's so easy to react, right? Yeah.
yeah. What do you got, Graham? What the fuck? You're looking interested. What do you got?
I'm just looking at all the data, man.
He's studying, man. He's
Is it-
sweating. I can see his brow. His brow is getting sweaty if you look.
No, I don't give a shit. It doesn't matter to me.
Right here.
It's not, my taxes are going up no matter what, man. It doesn't matter. It doesn't make a fucking difference here. Our taxes never go down.
Yeah.
So right now, with 12% of the vote in, it's 50% Trump, 49% Biden. So, man, I mean, that's
Where?
Okay.
Where? What state?
the whole country.
Yeah, it's weird though. Fox are putting Alabama as. Oh no,
Florida.
they must have fucked up the thing. Fox are putting Alabama as Trump, but then Real Clear Politics has got every state recording as Democrat. That can't be right. Every state hasn't voted Democrat in Alabama. They're Real Clear Politics have fucked up the election map.
Every county or every state?
Sorry, every county. Sorry, every county.
Yeah. Okay.
They seem to be keeping up on the presidential, the high stuff, but all the small numbers, like the counties and the Senate and all of that, they're missing. They're not refreshing or something.
Yeah.
It's over.
This is current live data here.
Might as well quit the stream now. Done. It went bluer than this curtain I got on my shelf back here.
No, man, I'm not buying all this. It's just so weird how you guys can have a 0% reporting and still call it for someone. It's fucking mental.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah,
so
good,
predictable?
what do they call that? Not therapeutics. What's it called? Not informatics. It's when you do the real fine, analysis of data.
Because I'm seeing most people have taken it away from 91 now. They've got rid of Nevada. That was just retarded. Like, like that was just fair enough calling it on a zero, which you people seem to like to do. You've currently got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 states that have called it on 0% reporting.
Really?
0. And you're like, yep, Biden won. Let's back it up.
Just back it on up.
Well, they're calling Indiana. They just called Indiana for Trump on 34%. Yep, of the vote. Total vote 34%, 56% to Trump, 41.9 to Biden. So there you go, Saif.
Yep. It's gonna be close.
Yeah. Vermont, no question there. That state is always had a Republican governor, but they always vote Democrat for president. Same as Massachusetts.
Yeah, you mentioned Massachusetts always goes blue.
Yeah, but we always have a Republican governor, which is unusual. You know, they like the fiscal conservancy, but the social liberalism. You know, I guess it's kind of
That's a good blend. That is a good blend for governing.
Yeah, it's not
only we get in this damn woke cancel culture that the left gets weird. There's nothing wrong with being liberal and being judicious with governmental money for people that need assistance. But it's when you get into the really cancel culture, you get into the damn stuff where you're going to shut your mouth if you're not with them, and you're going to be penalized if you open your mouth. And
speaking of cancel culture, isn't Trump the biggest cancelled person ever?
No.
Yeah, but you can't talk about that, Biscuit Bates, because they don't want to hear that.
Well,
we'll explain it.
Cancel this, you're Chinese, so get cancelled.
First you, Biscuit, and then you, Aphid. Explain how he's the
Go ahead. I want to hear what Biscuit Bates has to say about
it. Okay.
He's trying to cancel anything, any social media that's not American. So if it's Google, it's fine, but if it's TikTok or whatever, it's gone.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's more like to do with like the China
national security issue.
Like,
but everybody has their excuse when they do cancel culture.
It's not got to do with national security. It's just a fucking. Hey,
I agree with you. I agree with you that Google, that he should look at Google with the same eyes he looks at TikTok. He really, really should, especially seeing as they're in China. I wouldn't say that's cancel culture, though. I think the problem with cancel culture is everyone has their own definition of it. Yeah. Whereas, cancel culture is you, like, working as a janitor and being too scared to voice your political opinions because 1,000 people on social media are going to completely ruin your life and chase you for the rest of the time.
Would you consider him telling everybody not to buy Harley Davidsons anymore? Would you consider that cancel culture?
Yeah, I would actually. Yeah.
He did that. Really early in his presidency.
Yeah. He does it all the time. He just did it with that tire company, and it's not. I don't think it's acceptable. But I think the other thing though is that you've got to look at the effect. The issue with cancel culture is have there been? I don't know. Have there been a lot of people with Harley Davidson that were then attacking them and stalking them?
Yeah, I'm curious. Why was he mad at Harley Davidson?
Did anyone try and burn
manufacturing out of?
He was mad at Harley
motorcycle.
I'll wait till
they went all Inco with an electric motorbike, didn't they?
Out of country manufacturing, Aphid Lip, or what?
No, I think it had.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
With what?
I thought it was a difference of their beliefs from his.
No, I think I'm pretty sure it was like what Cypher is saying. It was at the beginning, and they were going to ship off some jobs to like Mexico or something.
Oh well, that's not cancel culture. Of course, that's political fucking.
He told them all not to buy Harley Davidson anymore. Yeah, so just because his opinion differs from what your opinion of a cancel culture, isn't cancel culture?
Well, this is why I've got to say
premise if you break it down. What's your definition of it?
I just gave you my definition a moment ago, but my point is,
it was always supposed to be American made, wasn't it?
And he got voted on the back of bringing jobs back to America. That was literally what he got. That's not cancel culture. That's not He's not going to get his life isn't going to get ruined for voicing that opinion, is it? That's the
But
point.
still, 80% of the employees of Harley Davidson are in the United States, so they're going to be the ones affected.
Well, they
Okay.
they
So how is
altered
that
their-
pro-American?
their-
I mean,
they
you
altered
work it
their
out behind the scenes
manufacturing
to try to.
Didn't they alter their
You don't just
manufacturing plan?
shit all over the company and hope
Well,
for the
you-
best.
Twist
Well,
their
it's-
arm and hope for the
Well,
best.
I don't know.
Different.
I can't
Arm
say one way or the
twisting's
other.
different than shitting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, if they were going to move jobs outside of America, that's him doing what he's doing. But cancel cut. That's like the president
Well, let me
of the
make
United
sure.
States.
Maybe Smoke Steve's right, because if Smoke Steve's right, then it just nulls your argument null and void.
Well, you know what we call that 80% of America? That's collateral damage, brother. We want to get those 20% of those non-American motherfuckers and screw the whole lot of them. No, that's not how we think. But I honestly think the tire company came out against Trump, right?
Yeah, I think you're right on that one.
They banned people wearing like MAGA pins and MAGA hats and things like that.
Right,
didn't they?
right.
Well,
Yeah.
But I mean,
So
it was a
does
bit
that
of a
fit in your-
storm.
Does that fit into your category of cancel culture, or are you?
No, cancel. I've already defined cancel culture. I'll do it again if you want.
Yeah, I'd
Cancel
like you to.
culture.
Let me pay
Cancel
attention
cancel culture, for me, when I talk about cancel culture, my concerns with cancel culture isn't big corporations and presidents of the United States. It's small individual people not being able to live their life and voice their opinions because online mobs and online newspapers will ruin their life and chase them down. That to me is cancel culture.
do you think that when Trump, do you really think when Trump does this to a company that all his supporters that are so pro-Trump don't do that exact thing that you're talking about?
Well, I don't know. That's what I said. You're just going around in circles now.
Well,
Like,
I'm not going around in circles. I'm just asking you.
Did they go and burn down the factories? Did they chase down the employees?
Well, I don't
That's
know
the
if that's
difference.
happening with any definition of cancel culture, at least in this country.
Yeah,
where
no,
they're
that's
burning
the
down
point. No,
factories.
that's the point.
maybe
You can
that's
say,
some section of cancel culture where
Well,
it's
You know, what
political cancel culture.
Yeah,
in terms of corporate policy, what he did was he took away enormous numbers of government, not sanctions, but damn it, I'm sorry, guys, I really am losing too many words. But he took away oversight, a lot of oversight, not without going and gutting OSHA. He's taken away, all types of rules and regulations that were impediments to corporations operating smoothly in the United States, and especially with in between the oil and gas industries and the green industries, he wiped out a lot of the old administrative orders that Obama had put in place. And I mean, deregulation is what I'm talking about. And by doing that, he made it easier for these businesses. Like he took, like, say, Harley Davidson. I don't know the whole scenario. So he took away part of their path to comfortable operation in other countries, but then he eased their path to operate more profitably here in the United States. It's not like he just stopped them and then didn't offer them something as a bonus in return. He did that over and over again. He's brought back a lot of manufacturing to the United States by doing that. And he's planning on doing it a lot more. So that I'm not sure if that completely assuages your concerns about his cancel culture or cancel corporate policies. I don't know quite what you would call it, but I don't know.
What happened was, just to clear this up, was that because of the Trump administration's trade fight, it would begin manufacturing the bikes it sells in Europe, so only the ones in Europe. It would make those outside of the United States. So the ones still in the United States are still made here in the United States, but the ones that are sold in Europe are now probably manufactured in South America.
Well, Japan did that. They made some of their mopeds that they make in Japan for their community. They've started making them in Italy, for Europe to sell.
Interesting.
I'd like to get another Harley.
I'm not allowed.
I had
man.
a Sportster for about 3-4 years.
I can't
a lot
do
of
it.
fun.
I like it too much. I know that I'm gonna come off. I know I'm gonna crash.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Lay it down. You don't want to lay it down, man.
I can't. I don't have self control. I get that little happy glint in my eyes, and I'm just gone.
Yeah, just open that throttle up a little too much.
I lost
never
one of
did
my
lay it
best
down.
friends,
Oh no.
and that pretty much put a stop to my family allowing me. Plus, I've had two trips to the hospital on two wheels. So
Yeah.
they weren't motorcycles. While they were both like mini bike type things.
Most powerful
No
bike
fun
I
there.
ever had was the TDR 1252 two-stroke. It did 90 mile an hour, and I pinned it everywhere. I'm sure if I had a faster bike, I'd pin that everywhere too. I had it going 90 mile an hour on Tubing M1 motorway, and back wheel locked up, and that was the end of that.
No.
Because I forgot to put two-stroke oil in fucking reservoir.
You got some metal in you?
Hey?
You got some metal in you?
No,
Rods
I
and
was lucky.
screws
The
and
back
stuff?
wheel locked up, but I just skidded over to the hard shoulder and waited for recovery. I didn't fall off.
That's good. Don't want to.
But back wheel locking up onto fast lane with trucks to your left was scary.
It would be.
I
Man.
had to swerve across 2 lanes of trucks to get to the hard shoulder.
I won't tell the whole story, but I learned on that Sportster. I had never ridden a motorcycle before, and I bought it off my second wife. She had owned, with her first husband, she had been, co-owner of a Harley Davidson shop in New Hampshire. So she brought this Harley Davidson down to Florida in pieces and sold it to me for this, like under $1,000. And I took it, and had it built by a Harley shop, guy, motorcycle shop guy. And I got on it, and I was terrified. I had never, piloted, so to speak, driven a motorcycle, and getting it the 4 or 5 miles home from the motorcycle shop was sheer terror. And then, I actually had to pull over and pull it into a parking lot and practice in the parking lot for about 10-15 minutes to figure out, that you didn't try to turn the handlebars to go left or right.
No,
you had to lean the whole bike, and man, it was something. But
Yeah,
that could be a long story. I'm going to shut up because
First time I got on a bike, I did the same
elections.
thing everyone does. I just went straight forward into just crashed.
yeah. When I was about 13, I took my friend's it was a Honda 50, like 50cc Honda. And he got the biggest laugh. I drove it into a hedge. And that was the only other time I tried to, pilot a motorcycle before I got the big bike. And it was fun. It was fun.
I've got a
I didn't hurt
motorcycle now.
myself.
I'm a little cafe racer.
Yeah. Missouri all for Trump. 61% Trump with I don't know what percentage in. That's up that's got St. Louis, which is super liberal. So that's good.
Yeah, what happens is you pull the throttle back and your weight goes back, and you can't pull yourself forward to let go of the throttle, so you can't turn your wrist forward.
Right.
I saw it. My friend did it with like a Kawasaki 2 years in a row. He never had been on a bike. My buddy said one time, "Go ahead, dude. You can drive around the block." And he did it. And he did it again a year later. He fucking the thing's going nuts on him.
The seats curve up. The seats curve up, so your butt stops at the back of the curve, so you can't slide too far back.
Yeah.
Right.
One time, after I had learned to drive it pretty well, I came an inch away. I had a woman on the back, and we were, just going for a night ride, and I came an inch away from laying it down, around a curve, and I got to going a little bit too fast, and that, the throttle hand, came off the throttle, because of the centrifugal force, and I almost couldn't get it back on, man. It was so close, and I didn't let her know how close we came, but we came close. And then, I mean, the bike was, I mean, way over like about racing bike level, you know, angled on this curve. It was a banked curve, but I was still going too fast. And wow, man, I did never go that fast around any curve ever again. Yeah, I'd hate to do that. Ruin somebody's leg that way real fast.
Oh yeah.
I made it. Let's do that again.
I had, you know, Aphid Lip was asking.
I'm a nutter on a motorcycle.
I think it was you, Steve, that asked me the question about 3 weeks ago, about maybe even a month, but 3 weeks. I thought about my answer after that, but about, you know, is it true about, you know, pool boys, you know, pool men and wives and such. And I never went after wives, but I dated, you know, in between 2 wives and 2 girlfriends. I had in 14 years in that business, I had about 5 years where I dated. And about 3 of those 5 years, I had the motorcycle, and I must have had 8 different women on the back of that motorcycle at different times, and it was fun. You know, those are, you know, they are exciting. You know, women love them, and I loved it. I loved that bike. One of the worst deals I ever made was to trade that thing in for a boat, motor, and trailer, and I swear I didn't take that boat out 4 times in 10 years. You know, stupid
Instead
deal.
of that, why don't you just put a limiter on the speed?
Ruin all the fun? No.
Yeah, but you ruined all the fun by getting rid of it. At least you have wind going through your hair.
Well, I got a Shadow, a Honda a VT 1100 Shadow that I kept for about 2 years.
Yeah.
And I mean, it fell into disrepair, and you know, I was starting to get into that behavioral trouble I told you about in the 1990s.
Yeah.
And so I didn't fix it and drive it anymore. I just.
I mean, even this going at 25 mile an hour is fun.
Oh yeah, yeah. Wind in your face, you know, is.
Yeah.
And the vibration, especially of a bike that's got
there's no vibration on this; it's all electric.
Oh yeah.
1,000 watts of pure electric power.
Graham, this
and
is real clear politics, right? This is what you're looking at, right?
Yeah, I'm going between a few, but yeah, Real Clear Politics. They're still waiting. I mean, it looks like.
I don't get a percentage on what I'm looking at. You see that? It just tells me the votes.
Oh, really? Oh, they give you a popular vote percentage, like.
That looks like percents to me.
I'm just on the
85.
I'm not on the phone though.
No, I think that Cypher. I think that 85 is actual delegates.
This, from Sky News,
delegates. Okay, I got you.
This is just electoral votes that have confirmed, I think. Anna,
you ever been motorcycle riding?
Yeah, according to Fox, we've got 91 Biden, 73 Trump.
No.
Oh, you're happy. I've got 51-42.
But I'm not. You know, those those higher ones are they're just on your absolute zeros. Really interesting right now is Florida is on 50.4% Trump, 48.8% Biden.
It's starting to pull ahead now. Yeah.
There's just 150,000 votes in it. That's it.
Man,
Nothing.
I can taste that pizza already.
That's on 72% reporting as well. So that's actually slowly becoming a real result. Ohio's only got 4.65% reported so far, but Biden's pulling ahead, man. He's on 55.6 to 43. That's a big one if he pulls ahead in Ohio, like legitimately. But it's still early. No, it's too early to call it.
Yeah,
it's crazy though.
Yep, it's going to be interesting.
When do you have results? Do you know when would be the results? Tomorrow or?
Hopefully late tonight, but probably after today. After today, I would guess.
Very strong pro-Biden bias. Yeah, we talk all about Biden and how good he is.
That's how most Americans are too.
No, it's not.
Jesus Christ. Could you simp any harder?
He can't resist.
Oh my
I've
god!
you know, as I've been scuffling over on LiveLeak, you know, I've had a pretty good sense of humor about it. You know, mostly there's a few guys that just I can't stand, but almost everybody I get along with, and you know, we've got some good running gags going. So yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure there's a winner take all thing with the delegates in this country, and is there a percentage that how does it work with the presidential cipher, or anyone who knows? Is it a winner take all? 51% gets all the delegates for every state?
If there's a tie, it goes to the Senate?
Yeah, it goes to the Senate.
Senate.
I know in some elections it's like a what do they call it? It's not a majority thing. It's like they give delegates
proportional,
proportionally, right?
Yeah, I think I think that's on the primary side. I don't think that's in the general election. I think that's for primaries. But again, I'm not sure. I don't know the law about, you know, I don't know electoral law very well at all.
Yeah, I know. Sadly,
I don't understand your system. You vote, but still there are these delegates, right? You don't have, like in Germany when I vote, you know, like there are certain systems and you have percentages for the parties. But in your country, I think there are these like there's a middle step, right?
Yes, there is. Yours is direct democracy.
Yeah, no, it's a fake democracy, but anyway, I mean, officially we have a choice.
Is your country one that has many parties?
Well, we have 4 main parties, but it all
4. Yeah. Graham, the UK has many parties, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course it does. Yeah. I mean, there's the Conservatives and Labour, they're the 2 main ones, but then the Lib Dems have held a little bit of a swinging power, but we have a lot of parties locally. So obviously, like Wales, Ireland, or Northern Ireland, and Scotland has got its own parties that represent it very, very heavily. In fact, Labour, our left-leaning ones, used to be huge in Scotland, but they've been completely kicked out by the nationalists now. Like, they're completely gone. The Conservatives are more popular up there now, which is really weird. Indiana's declared, so we got.
I am drinking, Joe.
We got 82 to 82 for Trump and 88 for Biden here. I'm not fucking buying.
I'm seeing a lot of red
Fox
marking
News
up big time now. I'm telling you, Philip. Alabama's not. Alabama's looking good for Biden.
Yeah, but nothing's called yet that nobody didn't know was going to be which way.
Yeah, that's true.
So I mean, it's pointless until some of those swing states.
Well,
it's interesting though.
Florida's a swing state.
Yeah, and that's getting close now.
Florida's not called.
Well,
no,
78%. Might as well be. It's going Trump.
Let's have a look at Florida again. It's crazy though. It's crazy how early you people call it though. Like we just don't do like if you go on the BBC website right now, it has Biden on 44 and Trump on 42. Because like we just will not like that. I'm not a big fan of the BBC, but that's how I'm very comfortable with that. I'm like, 44, 42. That's right. Until you get closer. Remember this 91 bullshit.
The American system myself ever.
Yeah. Go ahead, Biss. Even with the amount of times they've screwed up and had to retract it when they say they project a winner, they still don't back off and they still do it.
A certain states definitely always never going to change one way or the other.
Yes.
Well, that Newsweek magazine cover that says Madame President for Hillary Clinton in 2016, that's a collector's item,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Biscuit, Massachusetts, Vermont, I believe California, all of those always go Democrat or for
right.
Some states are locked in and they'll never change the ways.
Pretty much.
Well, California was Republican for a long time.
Ain't never gonna change the ways. God dang it.
Steven Cypher, did you guys both voted, right? What was your experience like?
Hour wait, no problem.
This morning? Did you go
had
this
to wear a
morning?
mask. What?
Did you go this morning?
Oh no, 2 weeks ago. The first day in Florida in my district that they had early voting, I drove by and checked it out and swung around, got a good parking spot, just hung in line for about an hour, and that was
Yeah.
it. Got it done.
I saw some states are doing drive-through voting, aren't they?
Yeah.
You drive through a
Yeah,
big thing.
A little bit of drive vote.
Post your card
How
through
about you,
windows.
Aphid Lip, this morning vote?
Yep. Got up at 5:30 this morning, and I think we would have been better if we waited because we drove by some polling places later on in the afternoon, and they didn't look nearly as busy as they were first thing in the morning.
Long wait, or just
It was like close to an hour. Close to
yeah,
an hour.
about the same. Yeah.
What
I got
about you, Smoke
lucky.
Steve?
It had been raining. Go ahead, Smoke, Steve.
I was given the opportunity to get a mail-in ballot a couple of weeks ago, so we filled those out. 2 weeks ago, just brought them to the town hall. They have a special slot on the side, and dropped them in the slot on the side of the town hall. No people around. It was awesome. Verified online that my vote had been collected and counted, so it's a good
Yeah,
trip.
there was a
That's
news
good,
report that some people, their votes weren't counted, so they had to re-vote in person.
Yeah, not me. I'm good, but yeah, that did happen. Somebody's feedback a little here.
I don't know who. Not me.
Hello, testing.
Hello?
It stopped.
Stops. No, it's not. It's when you talk, dude.
Me?
It's Aphid Lip.
Is it? Now let me mute and unmute. Sometimes that fixes things.
Yeah, you've just got to mute everyone one by one, I guess. See who it is.
Hello.
No, it stopped.
Yeah, we hear you.
Good.
I'll be back in a second. Right.
Yeah.
There.
So you waited 1 hour to
Look at
vote, seriously?
What?
You waited 1 hour so you can vote?
Yeah.
Yeah, had to stand in line for an hour. Yeah.
1 hour. Okay, here in Germany, if I see that, I just walk away. It's not worth it. You always write Vladimir Putin on a ballot.
That's
and
where
so-
the different Americans, and they're a bit more patriotic and they're like, we need to vote to get our voices heard.
That's true. You know what I do? I cross out everything and write Vladimir Putin or Joseph Stalin. That's it.
Huh.
When I voted this year for Labour, I think I was in there for 5 seconds.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's no,
Have a test. That's good.
Super quick. Okay, I vote per, you can, here in Germany, you can vote also by letter. You can send a letter with your ballots and send it to them. And also we have a lot of places to vote in schools, in public buildings,
Thing is, where I live in Bentley, where I live, there's not many people who want to vote. So I had monopoly of the entire voting hall. There was absolutely no one there at 8 o'clock in the morning. They were all still in bed, people in where I live.
8 o'clock in the morning. Okay, that's extremely early.
Total utter nutter. I'm so confused. I'm eating mince pies and pickled eggs.
I'm so confused. I don't know which
Yeah, oh man. Oh, yeah.
Is that a thing in England? Pickled
that?
eggs?
Oh
Yeah.
God, yeah.
I love pickled eggs.
What the fuck is that?
It's an egg that
It's
you've
an egg.
pickled.
Pickled.
Yeah, they take
Yeah,
it
but
out of the shell.
pickled
It's hard boiled out of the shell, soaked in vinegar for
Yeah.
a week with brine.
It's sour? Sour?
Vinegary.
It's like a pickle
Okay.
on an egg.
No, thank you.
I've never. I don't know if I've ever even tried one.
Me neither, man. That
It's,
sounds just gross.
No, thank you.
See,
Yeah.
They're even better when they're pickled in beetroot juice. Beetroot
Oh,
So it's blood red.
pickle. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, here in the States, it's always the shittiest stores that have a big jar of these things on the counter, fucking 4 feet tall. And I'm like, who gets these? And it's always full. It looks like nobody.
Yeah, they're always full.
Yeah.
Right. They are. They're always full to the top.
No, eat some sausages, okay?
They got a
Eat
big-
some real food.
Big vat of pickled eggs in the back to always keep it full.
You don't want those ones at the bottom. They've been there for years.
That's right. Have you heard about the Filipino thing? They let the little chick, grow in the egg, inside the egg, and then they serve the thing. And it's like I forget what the name of it is, but I wouldn't want to. What?
Cold balut.
That does sound right.
Oh, balut. Yeah, those are those eggs. Oh, those.
Yeah, that's what.
Apparently, what about the fish that's been fermented in the can?
Oh, the Firmenturburger or something like that. I forget. There's some hilarious YouTube videos of people trying to eat that stuff. They are funny. Oh,
yeah,
man.
but fish sauce, which is used in like a ton of awesome, delicious like Vietnamese sauces, is made from a giant can of fermented fish that they press down and squeeze the fucking juice out of.
I always have that stuff in. I've got a bottle in my cupboard right now, man. I love that shit. Ooh,
chili garlic sauce. They call it Oleg sambal. Oh man, that's
Oleg. Yeah.
Oh god,
I like the Southwest Tail, and that's it.
I don't eat that kind of stuff. I like only sausages and like Middle European. Yeah, I can make it myself.
Yeah, man, they've called it for Mitch McConnell.
Yeah, he already did a speech.
Yeah,
I just watched
totally.
part of the speech.
That's
Make everything.
Excuse me.
I only care about the ones that are going to really annoy people. And I know there was a big thing about getting rid of him.
I don't think lately there's been any doubt that he was even going to win. Now Lindsey Graham, he might get.
He's the other one. Yeah, Lindsey Graham is the other one. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah. Lindsey Graham's speech is like, "Hey, has anyone seen David Duke? He's got my car keys."
High spirits on both sides, man. All those rallies that Trump did towards the end.
The new Borat film.
I've not watched it yet.
Dems have that moral outrage. They're just outraged by everything.
Borat
is an outrage.
I've seen most of it. I haven't seen the last 20 minutes.
I can't believe it was him. It was him and Trump master was trying to give his daughter. What's his face? What's his face? Chuffing vice president. Mike Pence, that's it. Trying to give his daughter to Mike Pence on a rally.
Yeah, that's classic.
Dressed up as Trump with big face mask.
Got my buddy here.
All right.
Right. He says, "Give me some food, man."
Yeah, it's funny. Cats will be like, "I don't know what daylight savings is, motherfucker, but I used to eat food an hour ago. Remember?"
That's right. That's right. They've got my my schedule for them. They insist on me keeping it.
The old one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Ollie G with Borat, isn't it?
What is that?
Really good, yeah. It was when he was in the USA.
Borat.
Really cool, yeah, I like it.
Nice.
Yes, I will watch it.
Wait, Storm the Pitbull weighing in with the deep thoughts.
He's a fact.
Double G's. All right.
He's a weird one, all right.
Thank you, Storm. All right.
High five.
High five.
His real name is Sasha Cohen, but he's cool.
Sacha Baron Cohen, yeah. He's like a chameleon, that's for sure.
Pretty good. The old Ali G stuff was pretty funny. I thought. That was
I used to like it.
Have you ever seen that film, The Chicago 7? That's based on a true story.
No.
That's a good film with Sacha Baron Cohen. It's the true story of about protest.
Chicago 7?
Chicago, yeah. Well, yeah, it's about the Chicago 7, yeah.
I'm being facetious. Yeah.
Good film.
Yeah.
I
There's
don't
some
even
good ones out there. There was a cool. Go ahead, Smokestreet.
I don't recall even what the Chicago 7 is. It's not coming to me right now. Is that
Well,
It's
the led a protest in 60s, I think it
Who's
was.
the guy? The famous protester. He was in Forrest Gump. You know.
Abby Hoffman?
Yeah, Abby Hoffman. Yeah,
That's
that
him,
guy.
Abby Hoffman, yeah.
He was the main.
That's who Sacha Baron Cohen plays, Abby Hoffman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was with that squeaky from that woman who always.
No, that's Charles Manson.
That's Charles Manson.
Squeaky from.
They've effectively made protests illegal in this country. No one seems to care. Like, yeah, the right to protest in the UK does not exist anymore.
They're getting weirder and weirder up over
because
there
of coronavirus. I'm sorry, we're just gonna have to strip you of all.
Gonna have a reset.
Yeah, but what are you protesting against?
Well, people are protesting the lockdown at the moment because we're locking down again.
Anything Americans protest at the minute.
Yeah, we either just copy America. George Floyd. It's like, what about the shit happening here? What about the things happening here?
To complain about in our country, so we just complain about Americans.
What about the kid who got stabbed? The guy who killed him only got like 15 years in jail. When no one protests shit like that, right?
No one protests actual like British injustices. It's insane. It's just an excuse, though, wasn't it? But no, but like lockdown protesters have been just openly arrested, and it's like, well, if the virus is so deadly, let them protest and they can all kill each other. Then, if that's the reality, then let them fucking wipe. But no, it's like get you off the street, just in time for they're bringing lockdown in November the 5th as well, which is a huge thing in this country. It's like bonfire night, but it's celebrating the guy that tried to blow up Parliament, isn't it? It's like
that's the point, isn't it?
The symbolism of bringing a sort of draconian lockdown in on the very day that we all sort of, well, it's different things to different people, isn't it? But to a lot of people in this generation, it's the rebellion and all the rest of it. But it changes. I've been looking into it, and it changes a lot. Like every. Sometimes he's celebrated and sometimes he's hated, depending on the generation. And it turns out that this year is the year that we switch, and suddenly Guy Fawkes is a figure of ridicule again. Yeah, Blind Fury's just said there that Tommy Robinson was arrested before he could speak, and the entirety of Twitter was just like, "Yeah, fuck you, Tommy, fuck you." And but at the same time, I was looking at it, I was like, yeah, but he hadn't actually done anything wrong yet. I
still think Tommy Robinson's a dick, though.
Yeah, he is a dick, but he should still have the right to stand on the street.
I don't give a fuck.
Well, I mean, the one story I read, the headline and the text of it said he was arrested for breach of lockdown protocol.
Yeah.
Gathering a group of too large number in too close of a proximity to each other, blah, 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 blah. Like, it wasn't necessarily for the content that he was, but how can you separate the two? The guy is content. That's what he does.
Yeah. But it's the thing, though. The thing is, Biscuit, though, like if we can't defend the right to speak for people we don't like, then then it's not worth anything, That's the thing. I don't agree with Tommy Robinson's politics, but I think the way people treat him is insane. It's that thing of like, fascism comes with everyone just cheering and clapping. Get him off the streets.
That about Jeremy Corbyn as well, with him saying, "I don't believe it's as bad as they say it is," with anti-Semitism, and he gets fucking canned for it.
Yeah, well, I mean, in terms of that, I mean, that's a whole other thing. But if you look,
is it though? That's still free speech. He was only making a comment. What's the big deal?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but his comment directly contradicted the thing. Is he's a politician? He's an MP.
I know he is.
So to then
he should still have a little bit of free speech. It's like
he should, and I agree with you. But the point is, there's a few things going on there. The first thing is that he had a copy of Keir's speech. Keir, sorry, for anyone who doesn't know, Keir is the leader of the Labour Party in the UK. Keir gave a speech which Corbyn then got up and just directly contradicted. So it's just that thing of like, if you're not here for us to get elected, then you can fuck off. But what's actually going on, though, what's really going on is he's trying to do what Labour did in the early 90s and just clear out the far leftists. He's just trying to get rid of the sort of the communist, pure socialist leaning ones, because Keir is seeing himself as the next Tony Blair. But him getting rid of Corbyn is exactly what Labour did in the early 90s before Blair won with a landslide victory. You've got to get rid of the far leftists before you can get elected, and that's what he's doing. It's just an excuse. It's just politics, though, isn't it? I respect what you're saying about free speech, but when it's politicians and politics, it's a bit different.
Wouldn't you say, though, that the recent incarnation of him is like a total bastardization of what he originally was? He was a wild Tommy Robinson.
Oh, Tommy Robinson, yeah.
He was a wild man back in the day. He was in jail for a significant period of time, right? I mean, he got severely neutered. I mean, he cannot be like he used to be.
No, but that's the problem. He's actually playing the game now. He wears a suit and he plays the game, and
he's walking the line.
The problem is it's like it's a huge issue there in terms of anyone. Like I don't want communists dragged off the street.
We need Johnny Cash back.
Yeah, damn right, man. Damn right we do. My daughter's been getting into Johnny Cash, you know.
Oh yeah.
She's been really liking him. Yeah. It makes me. She does all these little dances to him, like in the living room, just like.
Has she heard A Boy Named Sue? That is a great song.
I don't know if I played that one yet, actually.
Oh, it's awesome. There's another one where he sings about cars, where he builds a car out of all these spare parts, and he's like, it was a 65, 66, 67, 68, a 69, a 70. He names all the different car parts. Like, I love Johnny, man. He could fucking he could spin.
I identified with Hurt, the song Hurt, you know, that he made right towards the end of his career. That was, I was in a space, you know, in my mind where that was just, you know.
Yeah, it rips me up every time I listen to that song, man.
Not so much anymore, but it used to be.
Yeah. Trent Reznor said that's Johnny Cash's song now. He made that song.
Yeah. Reznor did a great, what do you call
he
it?
wrote it. No.
Did he?
Yeah, he wrote it.
I forgot that. You're right. Yeah,
that was years before Johnny, and when Johnny covered it, Trent was like, "That's his now." He took it, man.
No, it's true. It's true. You can't listen to the original. It's awful.
Yeah.
In comparison, it doesn't have any of the sort of the thing. I'm getting a little bit worried now because it's 2 a.m. and I have to walk my daughter to school in a few hours.
I'm going to ride this bike to school.
I might do that. I might actually ride the bikes just because we go through the park. And it's
Steve, you were just going to go till 9 or 9:30, somewhere in there.
9.
Yeah, I thought you were thinking 9, which is fine. You know, I know I'm just coming up on it, man.
Yeah, 3 minutes.
Yeah, you got to sub out. Are you going to stay up and watch, a whole bunch more, or you got things to do tomorrow and you're going to have to turn in?
Probably going to kill the show around 9 or so, and then that's probably going to be it. You know,
I just wanted, I wanted like one of the battlegrounds to get called before I went to bed. That's all I wanted. Just a little bit of a tingle.
Tingle down the leg.
But I tell you what, Graham, send me your personal cell phone number and I'll call you as soon as Biden wins and let you know.
Don't do it.
Then you'll know my cell phone number to send me my PayPal for you.
As if I need you simping on my WhatsApp. No. I don't want you.
I'm gonna get on Amazon tonight and see how I'm gonna spend my 20.
And it
you said 9 o'clock, but here it's already 3 a.m.
Oh my God! Florida is on 86 now, and Trump is ahead by what 250, 300,000 now. Yeah, 300,000 he's ahead by.
He's got Florida. I think he's got Florida.
You're gonna know tomorrow.
Georgia, and Pennsylvania are the ones I'm worried about.
Yeah.
Georgia.
Apparently, if you win Florida, you've won the vote, haven't you?
No. It just
no.
It can
I mean,
be
he has.
sometimes.
I mean, if Biden wins Florida, it's over. But if Trump wins Florida, it's not over. It's kind of expected almost.
Yeah.
Georgia and Pennsylvania are the ones to watch out for. Nothing else is right. And it's a shame that it comes to that, but it really is.
All right,
Yeah.
Swamp Steve, I'm going to get out of here.
All right,
No worries.
Cypher.
Good night. Yep. Good night, everybody. Good night.
I'll see you in a bit, dude. I'll see you in a bit.
Buddy.
See ya.
See you, bye.
Well,
Um,
do you guys want to keep it going if I go and do books? Or do you want to kill it? Graham, you're done.
I've got to go. I don't want to actually. I want to stay up and look at the stats. And I might do, but I might do in a way where I just put it up on the TV and fall asleep to it because I can't keep sitting here drinking and smoking because then I'm just going to turn up in school. I'll forget. I'll keep my Trump hat on, won't I? I'll forget to change to the Joe one. Because what do you think would happen if I went to school wearing this tomorrow compared to if I went to school wearing this? What do you think would happen?
I don't know.
Well, it's if you're going to have.
You might be a bit more favourable looked at, maybe. I don't know.
It might be.
You might be called a racist if you wear the other one.
There
we
go.
go.
There you go. Team Joe. I like that.
There's the screen grab just in case he does win.
For some reason, Graham, you look 10 years younger. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Oh, I feel weird wearing this. I feel dirty. All communistic. No, Joe's not a communist. He's not even slightly close. I think Kamala's drifting that way, but only in the social justice sense, not in a real sense.
Right.
I think we equate those two things far too much. Where there's a whole, woke doesn't necessarily equal socialism. Definitely not. There's a huge argument there in terms of it's like two brands of the far left. There's a lot of crossover sometimes, but I don't think Biden represents either of them.
No, I don't think he does
all.
either. I mean, he's been painted like that, and I think that's the only reason that it's as close as it is.
Yeah, I don't know. The old boy certainly doesn't have more than one in him if he wins. I mean, that's for sure.
No. And I don't want Kamala Harris being our next president either.
Right. I mean, don't they have a little look ahead a little bit? Like into the future, like pick somebody.
Well,
who
it swayed my vote with John McCain because I couldn't stand that chick. What was her name? The Alaska governor chick or whatever she was.
Sarah Palin.
Sarah Palin. Yeah, I couldn't stand her, but I was going to vote for.
It seems you guys
for
are
McCain until that, but he was so old. He's like,
you don't want a woman president, yeah.
No, I don't have a problem with a woman president. But certain ones, like Sarah Palin, or I didn't like Hillary. Kamala Harris. I don't really care for her. But
Right.
there's some of them. I don't like most guys running for office either, though.
Right. Let's just say that I think that was one of Trump's worst moments is when he insulted John McCain because of his status as a war hero.
That guy is.
Because that was a rough one, dude. I think. I mean, from both sides, right?
My main problem with Trump is that he just lies so much. So how are we supposed to believe anything that he says? It's just everything that he says is a lie, pretty much. And he twists the truth. And I know all politicians lie, but I mean to be behind some guy that lies at such a level that he does is just beyond me.
Oh, I hear you. I try to take it all one at a time, because if you look at, you have to with him. I don't know, because the whole blanket of everything, there's a lot of material there, obviously. Here's my wife.
Yeah, I agree with her.
It's what you want, though, obviously, isn't it? No one was even close to Biden in terms of the polls. No one.
Well, it wasn't until that black guy was like, he knows us and we know him. When he said that was the South Carolina or whatever. I can't think of his name right now. James Clyburn. He endorsed him, and then it just changed the whole race. It was over with after that. Because once Biden won that, then it was over. Everybody dropped out and endorsed Biden. You know, people don't want socialism. They knew that socialism wasn't going to beat Trump. You know, there's no way socialism was going to beat Trump. This is the perfect recipe for a guy like Biden to win, because he would never win in a normal situation. But he's so the norm, you know, and we know what we're going to get with him, and it's more comfortable that you know, we don't with Trump. You know, it's just so everybody hates each other now. Half the country hates the other half of the country, and that wasn't like that. I mean, there was division before Trump, but it's not like it is now. It's just not.
Do you think that's a direct correlation to Trump?
I think it's definitely. I think Obama put it in that direction. One, because he was black, and there's just no way to deny that. And two, because he stopped a lot of things that were, you know, the two sides going together with each other. He stopped a lot of, you know, uniting things between in Congress with appointments and dinners and meetings and stuff like that. He stopped it because he knew they didn't like him. So he was like, well, I'm not going to meet with them then. And I think that started the ball rolling. And a guy like Trump got in there and just tore the whole thing apart. But yeah, I mean, it's you can't deny that since Trump was elected, that this country has not divided so far in one direction and the other. I mean, people that weren't even interested in politics are following politics right now. They don't want to be. It's just that's just our life right now.
But I would say that one side is a reaction to the other. It's not just a breeding thing that's happening. I think it's part of the moment that we live in, and I don't know that it's necessarily can be applied to that one person of Trump as much as the moment.
Yeah. I don't know. A guy like John Kasich got in office. I don't think that we would be as divided as we are right now. I mean, pick any other Republican that was running, Marco Rubio, Ted Cruz. You know, maybe Ted Cruz to a closer extent to Trump, but not like Trump. I mean, Trump sits up there and he basically tells half of the population that we don't need to help this other half of the population. We've never had a president like that before. We've never had a president that was just like, well, they're Democrats, so we just don't need to worry about them. We don't need to help them. You know, there's never been anything like that. And that goes a long way.
What? I don't know what you're talking about. Help with what?
With anything, when there's any problem and some area needs help, you know, whether it's financially, through taxes, through anything, through you know, a person that is elected official, you know, a person that is in his administration that he doesn't like, he always equates it to they are a Democrat, or that is a blue state, or that is a blue city, or they have a Democrat mayor, or it's always, every single thing comes down to what if they're a Democrat or a Republican. You know, they were Obama leftover. You know, every single thing was divisive like that. So you can't help but you know, it was never like that before. No president was like that before.
Yeah, he's an outsider. That is definitely for sure.
I mean, you could just relate it to being an outsider, but he's a divisionist, is what he is. You know, he doesn't care about those people. He doesn't care about those. He doesn't care about the people voting for him. He cares about.
I think you're putting more strength on what Trump does. I think you're putting too much strength on what Trump says, rather than. I think you're taking the media out of the equation too much. You know, Trump came along just at the point where newspapers across the world were dying. Twitter was dying. Twitter was about to go under. You know, and I think the thing is that, like, Trump can say something absolutely fantastic, and it will never ever be reported in a way that isn't divisive, because it gets clicks. And because
I think that's kind of a cop out. That has nothing to do with what I just said. I just said.
Yeah, you're blaming the division on Trump.
I know, but I just told you things that he has said and that he has done that is different from any other president we've ever had in our history. It has nothing to do with the media or Twitter or anything. I'm talking about the person that is the highest office in our land saying these things. And we've never had that before. We've never had such a, you know, person that was like, well, we don't need to worry about that because they're a Democrat, or they think that way because they're a Democrat. It's never been like that before. We're the United States of America, not the I'm in power and I'm red, so I'm only going to care about red. It's just not like that. It's never been like that. Not nearly to the extent that it has with Trump. Like he's got like Fauci. He just said the other day that he was a Democrat. He's never once in his lifetime shown any signs of being a Democrat or a Republican. But yet, to get people on his side and to get people to tell him at his rally the next night to fire Fauci, fire Fauci, fire Fauci, he said that he was a Democrat and that he votes Democratic. But there's no proof to that whatsoever.
Yeah, and after they chanted "Fire Fauci," he said, "Well, we'll wait till after the election."
Yeah, you will wait till after the election, right?
Then we'll see. Yeah. I mean, that dude is absolutely brilliant. Fauci, that is.
Yeah.
The man has been tracking infectious diseases for a greater part of his adult life. I mean, why would you deny the man? He's clearly.
Because it hurts his election chances. That's the only reason. That's all he cares about for anything.
It must be.
Yeah. When he stood there doing his rallies, he doesn't like. He says the stuff that gets people chanting, whatever it is. It doesn't. Yeah. It very rarely translates to actual policy or what he does. It's just him standing there, being. There's a weird thing though. I get the feeling that people are like hyper focused on Trump as if he is radically different. You said it then, like all politicians lie. I think all politicians do this shit. He's a lot more crass about it, and he's a lot more open. But I don't think
he just lies blatantly. He lies blatantly about stuff that he doesn't even need to lie about. Like 2 years ago, he sat in front of a crowd of people at one of these stupid rallies he holds just because it makes him feel good, and he told everybody that we're so close to curing childhood cancer. He knew nothing about childhood cancer. He just knew that it would rile up the crowd. And he does stuff like that every time he gets in front of an audience.
We have a vaccine coming in
weeks.
That was good, Biscuit. Biscuit Trump.
It will be here in the next 2 weeks.
Nice. So bizarre. I don't know what it is, but I love it.
All right, guys, I'm definitely gonna have to go.
All right, Graham, always good to see you, buddy.
I do love talking to you. I really, really do. But I've got to be.
Hey,
I'm just gonna.
This is just a warm up for Saturday, because Saturday we're gonna have an answer. So let's all come back, baby.
Yeah, you can send. Don't send me my money till then. You can do it live on air. Obviously, I won't. Don't read your emails out on air or anything like that. But we can.
My PayPal is my personal cell phone telephone number. So we won't be sharing that on the air.
I'll be giving you some. No. You can DM me the information, but I don't want it. I'll do it on Saturday live.
All right, Graham. Take care, buddy.
Sounds good. See you, man.
Lovely to chat.
Later. All right.
I sent him this. Can you put this in your ear?
Oh, nice. Cool.
Yes.
What are they?
You can imagine how I got it.
You ripped it out. You ripped it out of a car.
Yeah.
Not me personally, but someone I know. So I have several. If you put this in your ear.
Oh, Jesus.
You cutting out of here, Smoke Steve?
Sounds like a plan, buddy.
Yeah. It's gonna start getting interesting. So we need to get in front of the TV.
All right. Yeah, I gotta go read The Lord of the Rings to the kid, and then
that's awesome, man. Good for you.
So Saturday back to normal hours, is it?
Saturday, I will be starting at 6 p.m. here. So,
is that 11 o'clock here?
Have you done daylight savings yet, Biscuit?
Yeah.
Just Google Eastern time, and you'll find out.
We went forward, I think. Was it forward?
We went back.
We went back.
So it's 8:13 here. It's for Smoke Steve. It's 9:13, and it was 10:13.
It's 2:13 in the morning right now.
Yeah, for me it's 1 hour later. So when is the show on Saturday?
Just Google it Saturday, Biscuit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take your nap.
Oh,
Take your nap so you can get up. I mean,
I'll make-
everybody's out. Everybody was really concerned about you, though. So just so you know, if you weren't watching, everybody was wondering. You've been gone for like 3 weeks or whatever. So
Yeah,
it's
I'm just having a reset because my
that's
body.
fine. We'll pass the word on that you're just fine and dandy.
Yeah.
And
My body clock was just like, no, you're not staying up anymore, so you need to go bed.
Right.
yeah. So see you.
all right, take care, Smoke Steve. Good seeing you.
All right,
Good seeing all you
everybody.
guys.
Good night, all.
Night, night, everyone.
See ya. Goodbye. All right. Well, it was a fine show. And my guitar is disgustingly out of tune. So we'll be back here on Saturday. And I hope everybody can join us then. It's going to be awesome. We're going to know who the president is then. And we're going to have some drinks and not be as reserved as we were tonight. Because it will be Saturday. Goodbye.